When it comes to baboons, the line between survival and savagery seriously blurs. Very few predators are as ruthless and brutal as they are, and the terrifying thing about them is that they make it all look so normal, which is exactly what we're about to see today. When this baboon captured a helpless baby gazelle, it started consuming it straight away while it was still alive, displaying a chilling indifference to its suffering. The predator mercilessly bit and tore at the flesh of its prey, undeterred by the pitiful cries of the young gazelle. This merciless act of predation lays bare the ruthless nature of these creatures, makes it painfully obvious that they are just as, if not more, heartless than hyenas or wild dogs. A baby impala was the victim here, and this baboon started to consume it while it was still alive as well. When the distraught mother impala attempted to rescue her offspring, the baboon aggressively fended her off with one hand, all while gripping her baby in the other. Exhibiting extreme savagery, the baboon shook the young impala violently, then pinned it to the ground to feast. Ignoring the impala's distress, the baboon mercilessly tore into its flesh with its sharp teeth, all while the terrified mother watched helplessly. This one attacked a baby gazelle, inflicting brutal, life-threatening injuries without delivering a fatal blow. When the distressed mother arrived, the baboon callously stepped aside, granting her a heart-rending final moment with her offspring. Realizing the inevitable, the mother gazelle helplessly watched her baby's agony, torn between maternal instinct and the harsh reality of nature. The baboon stood at a short distance, indifferent to the suffering it caused, leaving the baby gazelle in a state of torment without attempting to end its misery. Another profoundly distressing scene was captured here. A male baboon was observed consuming a newborn gazelle, viciously biting into the fragile creature as its mother stood by, powerless to intervene. The cruel reality unfolded bite by bite, with the baboon breaking the baby's bones and tearing its flesh, while the mother gazelle could do nothing but bear witness to the tragic demise of her offspring. The sheer helplessness of the mother, mixed with the baboon's indifference, painted a really sad and painful picture. Here's one that was filmed consuming a young gazelle while it was still alive. The helpless gazelle lay immobilized, unable to flee or resist as the baboon tore into its flesh, ruthlessly extracting pieces to eat. This savage moment, captured in its raw and unfiltered form, should be enough to convince anyone that baboons are as dangerous as any other predator. A couple of chilling images captured a baboon in the act of preying on a gazelle here. The baboon, having subdued the gazelle, began consuming it with an apparent indifference to its prey's suffering. Mercifully, in this instance, the gazelle appeared to succumb quickly, sparing it prolonged agony. These shots show us exactly what it's like when baboons go on the hunt. The baboon had overpowered a frail baby gazelle, which bore the brutal consequences of the predator's attack. With severe injuries inflicted by the baboon, the vulnerable gazelle's cries for help were absolutely heartbreaking. But the baboon continued to callously bite into the gazelle's head. Enjoying a wildlife viewing from their car, this family was abruptly horrified to witness a gruesome scene unfolding before them. A baboon was caught in the act of consuming a newborn of its own kind, an act of cannibalism that is not rare but very disturbing. The baby baboon was visibly alive, struggling and writhing in agony as the predator callously continued its meal. Let's just hope that the kids didn't see. This peaceful scene of a baboon troop lounging in the road was abruptly transformed into a scene of chaos when a leopard launched an attack, aiming to isolate and capture one of them. The silence was absolutely shattered, with screams and frenzied movement as the predator advanced. However, the troop's alpha male swiftly intervened, displaying remarkable courage by confronting the leopard head-on. This act encouraged the rest of the baboons, inspiring them to join the fight in a collective defense. What ensued was a fierce brawl in the street, with the baboons rallying together to defeat the leopard. Outnumbered and overwhelmed by the united front, the leopard was compelled to flee. After discovering a geese nest, this baboon headed straight towards it, aiming to consume the eggs within. As it began its feast, the geese parents launched a fearsome defense, attacking the intruder with all their might in a display of remarkable bravery. Despite their fierce and desperate efforts, the baboon remained unfazed, coldly indifferent to the parents' distress. It continued to eat the eggs, undeterred by the geese's frantic attempts to protect their future offspring. A massive baboon discovered a baby impala and swiftly attacked it here, pinning it down instantly. The baby's mother, witnessing the assault, charged in a desperate bid to save her offspring. Undeterred, the baboon maintained its grip, unfazed by the mother's interventions. Despite the mother impala's desperate attempts to distract and dislodge the baboon, her efforts were in vain. The predator's focus remained unbroken, and the poor baby paid the price. In one strange scene, a female baboon was observed consuming a newborn, unclear whether it was her offspring or another's. This act of cannibalism angered the dominant male, who furiously charged at the female and her peers, causing them to scatter in fear. What do you guys think was happening here? Your input would be greatly appreciated, so please leave a comment below.
That brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell to stay updated with our daily new content. See you in the next video.